Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta, and hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Thank you
Yeah.
everyone for tuning in. We're so happy that we can come to you on another amazing chat. All
Yes.
right, we're going to dive straight into our chat today because we have so much to talk about. But before I do that, I'm going to do my usual. If you like our videos, our chats, please hit the thumbs up. There you go, there's my thumb. Subscribe below. And if you don't want to miss any of our chats, you can hit that bell notification and you'll be notified whenever any of our chats are uploaded. Okay, so what am I drinking today for my tea? You can't forget about our teas. I'm drinking another great one, and it's organic ginger turmeric from, it's organic. Where is it from? Oh, it's from Walmart, but it's organic. So there you
Okay.
go. Organic, and it's ginger turmeric, and the ingredients are ginger, turmeric, and there's licorice root. Surprise, surprise. There's that
Woohoo!
licorice root, orange peel, and black pepper. So that's what I'm drinking, and I'm going to say cheers to you, Gloria, and everyone watching. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, over to you. And what you're drinking, Gloria?
Well, I actually went to Sprouts last week because I needed some fresh fruits and vegetables, and I bought a new tea. It is by
Awesome.
Cal, and this is called Wild Sweet Orange. And I bought it because it was the only one still left in the towel. They were having some big sale, so they were out, and I was like, oh, forget that. I'm going to try something different instead of lemon, which is my go-to. This is, the ingredients are lemongrass, blackberry leaves, citrus acid, rosehip, spearmint leaves, turmeric for color, riboflavor for color, orange peel, hibiscus flowers,
Nice.
rose petals, natural orange essence, ginger root, licorice root, gotta have her licorice, and licorice extract. Lots of
Nice.
licorice in this.
Oh
So,
my goodness. I'm gonna have to go to
yes,
Sprouts and buy myself some.
it smells amazing.
I'm
Cheers.
sure it does. Cheers again.
Mm. Well, we're always consistent if we're not anything else. So first and foremost, as Ellen always reminds us, please start every day being kind to one another and listen to one another. There are lots of things going on in the world today. We need to listen with love and support. So let's talk about some current events. Well, as you know, Dancing with the Stars came back Monday. Very, very interesting because Lim is in England. He couldn't travel safely to the United States. So he wasn't on the show. It was the brand new Tyra Banks as hostess. So that was interesting. Seeing the dancers, because I couldn't figure out how could you dance quarantine? So they answered that question for us. They have been quarantined together. And that's why they separated couples. So even if there's husband and wife, they separated them out. So everything was good. Derek Huff, who was normally a dancer, I think he's a 5 or 6 time winner of that Mirabelle trophy, actually took a seat at the judges' table. And I think he did a really good job because as a dancer, he could give them specific critique to help them become better and better. What did you think, Rosetta?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I liked it. And, originally Gloria and I were thinking Tyra Banks is going to be the, not the judge, the host. And we weren't sure how that would go because we did not think she did such a great job, America's Got Talent. But she
Right.
actually did a very, very good job. She kept, because there's no audience in the studio, she kept the vibe going and that energy going, which I really liked. And Derek, he's also been a judge on another show called, what is it called? World of
World of
Dance.
Dance.
So he's been a judge on another dance show. So he's pretty good at judging now. and he did a very good job. Yeah, and what I really liked was Bruno's new hair, silver,
Yes, the
the
silver
silver.
fox.
Yes, I really liked that. And all in all, I really enjoyed it. All the contestants. I think Gloria, did you mention last week who the contestants were?
Yeah, there were quite a few contestants, you know, like I wanted to see how Jeannie from The View, excuse me, from The Real, how she would perform. I wanted to see how things were going to go with, you know, Nelly is a hip hop guy. How was he going to dance? And, you know, Derek gave him some good critique. He told him it's okay for the first dance to wear tennis shoes, but now you got to go to ballroom dance shoes. The woman that was I can't remember her name. She said, you know, I'm a half a century old or something like that, and here I am on Dancing with the Stars. I was impressed. Her first name is Anne. Her form, she held her form really well. So I was quite pleased with how the performers did for the first night. What is his name? He was a 49er football player.
Oakley.
No, Oakley's the basketball player. 6'9".
Oh yes, no, never mind. The other one is I forget who it is. His name.
Yes, but he's an ex-49er, and he did a really good job. I mean, Bruno told him, he says, "Ooh, I can't wait for you to do the tango as hard as you made the salsa look." So I think we're all going to be in for quite a few surprises this season. Yeah. So I was pretty excited.
That was good. It was good for the first show. I mean, there could be some improvement. Like Anne H, I thought could loosen up a bit.
Yes. Yes.
But all in all, it's good. The tiger lady, I forget her name. But she needs a bit more improvement. I don't think she can dance from what I saw. So she needs a bit practice there.
And a lot of people, you know, hit social media. They don't think she should be on the show because I guess something happened to her husband. I haven't watched any of the shows, so I don't know the background, but I don't think they're going to have to worry about it because her, you know, her form, everything was off. It was just not a good intro dance night for her. Right. Too bad.
As usual, we will keep you updated because we
will. Gabrielle Union and Jessica Alba have a new show that's going to start on Monday, and it's called LA's Finest. And it looks really interesting. It's supposed to be a playoff of Will Smith and Martin Lawrence from Bad Boys. So, you know, they would, you know, one person is really good and serious and the other one was always crazy. So it's going to be really good to see how these two women pull it off, and can they pick up where Bad Boys left off, and now we'll have Bad Girls.
Right. I'm not even thinking about that, how it's the female version. I'm just thinking I really like those actresses. So I'm going to watch just for that. I have to set my recording to that because I'm interested in watching.
Yay. So we saw a little video that was so cute. We decided we're going to show it to you. Some kids who are remote learning were online with their teacher, and they had a little mishap. So we are going to share that with you.
Yep.
So share my screen. Go there. There.
All right, here we go.
Okay, gotta turn the, come on. Volume. Okay, it doesn't do you any good if you can't, oh, it's gotta go up. Technology.
There you go. You just rewind it now.
All right. You or did Miss Westmoreland leave the call? I think that's true. Miss Westmoreland actually left the call. Random that Westmoreland just left. Not even kidding us.
Well, they're saying that she just left. I think it's technology.
Yeah, she just disappeared.
he was like half done with the book. I mean, of course we're not done. Log off.
Oh, they're calling her name.
Yes. Yes. See?
Yeah, mine too.
Can you sing me? Can you sing?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll post that below.
What I
all
really
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll post it so you can see it because the video was a bit choppy. But,
There we go.
yeah.
Yes, we will post that down below so everyone can see it.
Yeah,
But
that was cute.
it was, and the cute part for me was the fact that even though they knew something was wrong, they didn't leave. You know, like one child said, "Should we log off?" And they go, "Well, she's only halfway through the book. You know, we're not done." You know, I mean,
Yeah.
look at how cute that is. Even they know, and they knew that the teacher would properly end the class, so they stayed. I thought that was very cute.
That was so cute.
Yay! I know, we're always looking for a little joy in our day. There's also a young girl, her name is Paige Winter. I don't know if you heard about this, but she was out in the water surfing and she was attacked by a shark. Now, what makes this story different for Rosetta and I is she's a very young girl. She's still in high school. She says that Robin Roberts did the interview with her and her family. And she said that she was out in the water and she felt something different and she thought, oh, that shark has me in its mouth. So she knew the shark had bit her and her board. She tried to kick away and to get the shark off of her. She was able to dislodge a little bit by pushing it with her hand, but then he bit her hand. So he took some fingers. So then she's still trying to fight and he goes back for her leg and she's like, wow, he doesn't like fingers, he likes legs. So her mother sees her, she starts yelling for her husband. He is a firefighter. He runs out into the water to get his child. He gets her back and he's trying to fight the shark to get her. And she's telling him, Daddy, don't hurt the shark. He's just doing what sharks do. He gets her back. They take, and he starts yelling, I need a belt, I need a belt. So this gentleman takes his belt off. They make a tourniquet to try and stop the bleeding. So they get her to the hospital. Of course, she's lost her leg. She goes through surgeries, multiple surgeries. She gets to the point where she's ready for a prosthesis. She goes to try on her prosthesis for the first time, and she walks out of the place with it. The doctors are just shocked. They're like, no one has ever come in for a fitting and left with the device on. She is an extraordinary young woman. She has beautiful, bright pink or blue or purple hair. She's very vibrant. She said that even though that was a really, difficult experience, she's very happy because it has unleashed a lot of things in her life where she was always worried about her looks and what she could do and what she couldn't do. And now she's just living life full. I think she is an inspiration to a lot of young people to live life full, to enjoy your life and to not be so tightly tied into social media and what other people think. So we're going to put the story down below so that you can, take a look at it. It is just extraordinary that such a beautiful young woman is doing great things with her life.
Yeah, and just remember that we always have something grateful to be thankful for, right? I mean, there's
Yes.
so many people that are complaining they don't have this, they don't have that. And she had a prosthetic leg and she walked out with it and she's still enjoying her life and making the most of it. So we have a lot to learn from her because I don't have any, limbs like being bitten off by a shark.
Thank God.
So I look at her and I'm like, wow, there's so much to be grateful for that we need to learn from her. But thanks for sharing because it's a real joy to see other people, even though they've been in such trauma that they can make light of it, and they're very uplifting and still have their positivity with around them, their spirit, and just inspiring and motivating other people.
Yes, very true. So as you know, here in California, we're still experiencing weather related to global warming. In addition to our experiences, there are now hurricanes off the coast, off the East Coast, down near Florida, Alabama, Louisiana. And this one is affectionately called Hurricane Sarah. And it hit the coast last night. It's mostly right now centered in Alabama. And the most difficult component of this is you see the wind. I mean, the wind is whipping. And I was watching Good Morning America, and Ginger Z said, while people are worried about the wind, they really need to focus on the rain. Because what this hurricane did that's very different is it got to a certain point and it slowed down. So where normally they are like whoosh and they go right through, it's hanging on. And now Alabama coast is here, is like here, and say Atlanta is way here. You know, there's a span of land. They are expecting in Atlanta 6 inches of rain today because of Hurricane Sarah. So our thoughts and prayers are with them all, because we are having our own issues here. Please stay inside. Please be safe. Please shelter where you can.
Yeah, thank you. Remember, everyone, I mean, it's global warming, but we are affected, the West Coast, by the fires, and those other states that are affected by the hurricanes. So keep all of us in our prayers and just pray. We need a lot of prayers now.
Yes, we do. And here in California, we have wildfires. The last count I heard, I think we have between California, Oregon, and Washington State, 5 million acres have burned. Just think about that. 5 million acres. And we're just at the beginning of our peak fire season. So we're all, as you can imagine, very concerned. And as a matter of fact, people have started sharing that the smoke is traveling domestic wide, and you can see the smoke haze in New York as well as Washington, D.C.
Yes.
So everyone is going to start sharing in our poor air quality very soon.
Yep, that's really, really sad, because I didn't even think that it would travel all the way to the East Coast, but it is. And the fact that in Oregon, there was a couple of fires that were traveling and merging together, made it a huge fire. That's crazy. And there were actually like areas as large as Rhode Island that were all burnt down. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The island of Rhode Island, the size of it was equivalent to Rhode Island, and the whole area gone.
Exactly. So the president came to California to meet with our governor and our health officials to talk about the situation. And they were trying to share with him the science of everything that's going on. And the president told them that the weather is cooling right now. And they said, Mr. President, we wish we could just, base it off of how you feel. However, science, that's not what science is saying. And our president said, I don't believe in science. They also shared with the president while he was in California that only 3% of California forests is under state control. The other 53% is owned and should be controlled by the federal government. So the government should be doing a better job at helping us to maintain our forests. I don't know if anything will come of it, because the president he thinks that some trees fell down, and because they fell down, they just caught on fire. It's no big deal. However, we being here, after seeing the red-orange skies for a whole day, I don't think anyone in California doesn't believe in global warming anymore, because that was Signed, sealed, and delivered, Mother Nature said, hi, I'm here.
Right, and that's another proof of global warming is that we're being affected, as I said earlier, by the fires, and then the other parts of the country are being affected by the hurricanes, which normally you don't see come as early as now, right?
Correct. And last night, President did a sit-down town hall meeting narrated by George Stephanopoulos from ABC News / Good Morning America. George is everywhere when it comes to news. And it was an opportunity for people who did, as well as who did not vote for him in the previous election, to ask him questions. And I would say, based on what they did, is George did like a little high-level recap this morning on Good Morning America. Based upon that, most of the questions and the concerns were related to how he handled the COVID-19 virus in the United States. Now, we all know that he has openly said that he slowed things down, and during this event, he actually said he didn't slow anything down. So I don't know. It's gotten to the point you don't know what to believe, because he's saying both sides. He's saying, I told him to slow it down. And then on the other side, he's saying, no, I didn't tell him to slow it down. My actions have always been on point. So he gives himself an A to an A+ for everything associated with how he handled the COVID-19 virus epidemic in America.
Wow, yes, I did not see that interview with George Stephanopoulos, but I think I'm going to go back and try and find it and see if they're airing it again, because I'd love to see it.
Yes.
This is crucial for everybody to watch and to decide for themselves in regard to the elections coming up.
Absolutely. So we always like to figure out a way to share what's going on in our lives, and what do we, Rosetta and Gloria, have to be grateful for. So Rosetta, what are you grateful for this week, my dear?
What am I grateful for? I just feel I'm grateful for, I want to say I'm grateful for my health and my family. That's what I'm grateful for. And my cat. And I say that all the time. He's down here. He was up a minute ago. Now he's down sleeping here.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just grateful for the everyday things that normal people are. And, there could be a lot of things that we could talk about, but I really believe that it's just the smallest things that I want to be grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything big or extravagant, just being alive, waking up every morning and being able to get out of bed and doing this chat with Gloria. I'm very grateful for that. Yes. So that's what I'm grateful for. What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for friends like my dear friend Rosetta. I am grateful for people in my life when there are days and I think, oh my God, can it get any worse? Because there has to be a ray of sunshine. There has to be a ray of hope. And when we can't go to our government for honest answers, we have to have our friends. So I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for their love and support. This COVID-19, it just keeps getting closer and closer to my life. My brother's wife, now she has it. She went to take care of her mother, who just lost her husband. And while she's out of town taking care of her mom, she gets COVID-19. I mean, it is just, it's amazing how it just spirals around our life. So I am grateful for my friends, and I'm grateful for their love and support. And I'm grateful for Rosetta's kitty, because I get to talk to him every week.
Oh, yes, he's sleeping.
I know, good baby. So, demonstrating in America. While Rosetta and I both agree and support peaceful demonstration, neither one of us agree with someone just randomly picking up a gun and going and shooting police officers. People, that is just as bad as the police killing us. Two bads do not make a right. We have to peacefully disagree. We have to peacefully talk about everything that's going on in our world today. You know, Brianna Taylor was in her home, sleep, minding her own business, got shot by the police. Well, yesterday, the family was awarded a settlement from the state of $12 million. And so they're like, oh, everything's good. And her mother's like, no, I want those officers charged with the wrongful death of my child. I understand you think monetarily you've taken care of the family. You cannot give me my child back. So we want the positive demonstrations. And I was talking to a young person. I think she's like 10. And she said to me, you know, I don't know why it's taken so long. Racism has to go. That will not continue on our watch. And I thought,
Wow.
oh,
Wow, 10-year-old, huh?
yes, because her friends are of all ethnic backgrounds. And so she, in her little way, she's like, I just see my friends. I don't have time for all that garbage. And I thought, wow. So adults, hear me and hear me clearly. Our children are not going to stop. You have to allow them to express themselves, and we have to change. And like I always tell you every week, we need to figure out what to do about ET and not worry about trying to go back to slavery. We have to go forward. We have to go forward.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do,
Yeah.
everyone.
And speaking of going forward, my husband thought he heard angels on Sunday morning because he woke up to football.
Oh, yes.
Football
is back.
He had a great day of football. It was very interesting to watch because the Kansas City Chiefs was the first game that kicked off, and they allowed 16,000 participants in the stadium. I don't know how I feel about that because they were yelling. And I know when I wear my mask, you can't really hear me that well. And they were like, woohoo, woo.
Well,
So I think the mask kind of went down.
They were not wearing masks, right?
Well, some people were, but not everybody. They quote unquote did social distancing because that stadium holds thousands of participants and they only allowed 16,000. I don't know what the criteria was for them to be there. They just showed a lot of the stadiums being empty. All the games, they would pan around so that we could see there were a lot of people. There were no people in the stadiums. But then I also noticed, because at first I thought, are they running a cheer track? Because you'd hear, yay, and then you'd hear, boo, but you didn't see anyone.
Right.
And then one time, one of the receivers caught a pass in the end zone. You know the dugout where when the baseball players play where they sit, the dugout had people in. They had people in there.
Right.
So I think there were people at every game. But my husband was happy. He got to watch some games. He thought some of the calls were like ridiculous. However, he was very excited that they're back. It's going to be interesting though, because time all together. These players are traveling back and forth from team location to location. So they say that they're testing the players constantly to make sure they have no COVID symptoms, and they're going to continue to stay on top of it. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry there, just a minute, because it came up again on my screen that my internet connection is unstable. Connections for you. We've been having that all morning.
Yes. Well, you know, like I shared with you, I woke up Monday morning and I had no internet. So, and it took me 4 hours to get it back. So trust me, I know what you're going through. Luckily, I have an iPhone and I could put the hotspot on my iPhone, and then I could connect my laptop to my iPhone so I could work, and I did the same for my husband so he could work. So we were able to fulfill our commitments, but we kept getting slow. slow internet, slow internet. And I'm like, of course it's slow, it's on a cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So Rosetta and I are always talking about, you know, our children, like I just shared with you what the little 10-year-old said to me. And, you know, last week we kicked off talking about raising our kids in the world today so that we can put productive, conscious, social, you know, loving, kind people into the world when our children go out to engage with others. So Rosetta shared something with me, and I cannot wait for her to share it with you about what they're doing for education in England.
Yes, in England, they actually, so I connected with someone because they're from England. Oh, there's my cat. Can you
Baby.
see everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, get down now. Go back down.
Just go back.
So in England, I have someone there who has a child. He is 11 years old and they're actually back in school. And what I love about that is, yes, he's 11 years old, so it's more like equivalent to elementary here. They're going back to school, but why am I so happy with the way they're doing it is because they're social distancing. So in the schools, there's not that many students in the class, but they're in their own little bubble. And you know how sometimes you move around to different classrooms, you have English, maths, and you go to different classrooms. Well, during this time, all the kids are staying put in their own classrooms, and it's the teachers that are moving from class to class, which I really love.
Brilliant.
And not only is that, but they're in their own bubble. So it goes to show that the schools in England that are doing this, they're actually helping the teachers out. And I've noticed that, well, in California here, we're not back at school. We're still doing that distance learning. But I have seen on the news and some TV shows that some teachers are actually spending their own money to provide that kind of social distancing, what is it, the partition or being in their own bubble. And Gloria said that some of them are putting together, like getting PVC pipes and plastic and putting it together. And yes. I wish, because it's a bit harder, okay, for high school kids because they have too many subjects, but for the lower elementary school, at kindergarten to 6th grade, I think that's pretty good. They could do that. Just rotate the teachers and just have them in their own bubble.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I love. That's what I heard, and that's what I shared with Gloria, which I really love.
And I was so excited because, you know, at that age, the classes are pretty much the same. So they could rotate the teachers. And because our teachers really, really, really want to go back to school, they're just afraid of getting COVID and dying. And I mean, I cannot say I don't agree with them. I want them to be safe. So yay, England.
Yes.
So some of you may or may not know a new book called Rage came out by Bob Woodward, in which he has 18 hours or 18 tapes of conversations that he had with President 45. And one of the things that he did is he has been releasing some of the tapes because people were like, oh, he didn't say that, you're lying. And he'd hit play and they'd go, oh, and they'd say, you can't do that, he's lying. And he would hit play and they'd go, oh. So I've heard that the people who have bought the book, that it is a page turner. Now, Bob is known for writing books of sitting presidents. So whoever, like I always tell you, whoever is supposed to be watching President 45's back is doing a terrible, terrible job. Because why would you let him give an interview to someone who is going to honestly report the information that he acquires? I mean, I don't know. So Rosetta and I are just speechless when it comes to this, but the book is out. I think it came out Monday was the first official release date. You will hear lots of conversations about it because everyone, as they hear the tapes, are just in shock. And, you know, as right now, we're talking about, this is related to COVID and the coronavirus, because what Bob said is that the president knew about this in January of 2020. And one of the things that was asked is that if appropriate action had been taken in January, when this was first known, instead of, the hundreds of thousands of people that have contracted this condition, what do you think the numbers would be? And they say numbers like 10,000 cases, not deaths, 10,000 cases. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that 45's response was that he didn't mention it or say anything that it was serious enough because he didn't want to alarm people.
Right.
So he actually was he was trying to say that he was doing the nation a favor by not making it seem like a threat or something like that, but he was downplaying it so we wouldn't get all excited and what would happen, if he put if he made it like a big alarming thing.
Right. And then last night at the town hall, he said, I didn't back down. I didn't slow it down. So that's what I mean by it's contradictory. I don't know what to believe. On Monday, yes, I did it. And then on Tuesday, no, I didn't. And not just no, I didn't say that. So Rosette and we're going to do a little investigating on that process of saying one thing and doing something completely different and people believing it. So that's a tidbit of what you're going to get next week. So you should definitely check out our next chat. Also, we wanted to remind you, people seem to think I get COVID, and if by the grace of God, I survive, I'm good to go. It is not like a cold or the flu where you get it, you get better, and life goes back to what it was. We have told you over and over, and we just want to remind you to go to Facebook. Maybe not today. I think today is a stay off Facebook day because they're trying to send a message to the CEO, because Facebook is still full of lies and hateful information. And they want Mark Zuckerberg to be more responsible and to take it down and to put in filters so that crap doesn't, stay on social media. So I know for fact, Kim Kardashian, who has over 200 million followers, she is boycotting Instagram today because Instagram is owned by Facebook, to try and send a message to Facebook that please don't do this. Help us make good decisions. So you can go to Facebook and go to COVID support group, and you will read some amazing sharings where people are saying, I have short-term memory problems now, didn't have that before. I have heart problems, didn't have that before. I have breathing problems. This is not a get over it kind of situation. And for us here in California, that's very serious because we've got smoke. And in our smoke is filled with toxin. Last week, we were the worst air quality in the world. This week, Portland, Oregon is just so beautiful. Well, it used to be, is the worst air quality in the world. So as we find different links and different things we can share, we will always put them online so that you can check them out for yourself. Make informed, conscious decisions.
Yes, and we did share it with you in a previous chat we had, but you can go and just Google COVID-19 support group, COVID-19 testimonials. This is, as Laurie has said, this is not something that you get and then you overcome it and it's going away. You get long-term side effects from the COVID. So if you don't believe us, just Google it, go to Facebook and type in, like I said again, COVID-19 support groups or testimonials, and you'll see everyone talking about what effects they're having after having thinking that the COVID is already gone from their system, but it's not, because there's other side effects that come with that.
And what is my favorite statement that you always make?
Oh, what is it?
The one related to your health. It is better.
I always say that. It is always, prevention is always better than intervention. That's what I always say.
Right. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. So just to give you a breast of idea, we always try and give you numbers, statistics, facts. This is not fake news, facts. Globally, we have had, that's worldwide, 29,444,198 confirmed cases of COVID-19. That has resulted in 931,321 loss of lives. In the United States of America, of that 29 million, we have experienced 6,802,097 cases with 200,000. That's a sad number. I cannot believe we have lost 200,770 lives to coronavirus, COVID-19. And in the state of California, where Rosetta and I live, we have 768,601 confirmed cases, and we have 14,615 loss of lives. It is very, very, very important that you wear your mask. Don't wear your mask for yourself. Wear your mask for the people that you're around. Wear your mask to keep your loved ones safe. Wear your mask and practice social distancing. They're showing that in places in the world that's doing that. I'm so jealous. They are able to go shopping. They're able to go and sit down inside a restaurant. And the favorite thing I'm looking forward to, they're able to go to the movies. So now you'll notice when movies are coming out, they're saying in theaters. They're not saying streaming anymore, because outside of the United States, people are paying attention. They got their acts together. They're able to go back to the movie.
Wow, I can't wait for that, because I love going to see a movie. I miss that.
I miss it so much. Yeah, especially on Tuesdays. Tuesdays was movie special day, because that was the big discount day.
Yes,
it started out as just an AMC thing, and then Century picked it up, and everybody's decided to make Tuesday Discount Tuesday.
Yes, we miss that. So please, people, as Gloria said, wear your masks, please, because we're not going to move out of these certain colors from. We're like red now, purple to red, and then orange. We need to move out of the red as fast as we can. Yes. And that's going to happen through everyone wearing masks. And, and again, it's to protect so that we don't spread it if we think that we have it, or we don't even know if we have it. It's to protect other people. So wear your masks, please.
Yes. So now, as we've started doing lately, we have a little song to share with you all.
Oh, yes, I forgot. We do. Yes, we've been doing that for the past so many chats, and I love it. So I got to let you share again. So and I have not heard this. I'm excited.
I know. Okay. I love surprising her every now and then when I can.
Yes, over to you now, Gloria. You can share now.
Okay. All right. So let me make sure my sound is good all the way up. Here we go. Beautiful California sky, pre-COVID.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so
Okay, you will see that in the link below. So we'll have that if you want to watch that again. Again, as usual, technical. I mean, it kind of like went a bit shaky for a while, but it's okay because you kind of heard it. And if you want to watch it again, you can.
Yes, we will put the link down below.
That was a very, yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, her name is Karen Drucker, and she is a member of my spiritual community. And every August we used to spend in, well, most people know Carmel. If I say Pacific Grove, they go, huh? I go, butterfly capital of the world, and they go, huh?
No.
Yeah, but Pacific Grove has a beautiful national park that's called Asilomar National Park. And we would meet there every year. And could you imagine that woman singing like that for a week? We would have, you know, people just, you know, walking through the grounds. And it's such a peaceful place that they always tell you, you can tell if you're like, you know, peaceful because deers will come near you. They are not afraid. And you'll just be standing there and the deer will just come and stand next to you. You know not to move, because if you do, the mama deer is going to get you. So you just kind of stand and look at the babies, but it's just such a peaceful place. And she has some amazing, amazing songs. So before we get into our last topic, I just wanted to let you have a little woo-saw and realize even with all of what's going on, we are still blessed.
Yes, we are. We need, yes.
The air quality is really bad outside, yet we're still blessed because by the grace of God, our homes are not burning. I feel so sorry for everyone. My thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, and I hope that we're going to have people in Washington, D.C. that care more about us than they do about their wallets and their purses, because we have got to take care of Mother Earth. We have to do better. We're not doing a good job right now. These fires are very scary, people.
They really are. And the frontline workers have been working around the clock. I did hear a story of someone I know whose son has been working like 30 days straight with the fires. And then he got 1 week rest and then he's back out again. It's crazy. These fires are nothing to be, you know, to shake it off. I mean, it's devastating.
Yes, it really is. So one of the things that we want to impress upon you all is vote. Do not think that, oh, I'm just one vote. My vote doesn't matter. They're going to do whatever they want to do, whether I vote or not. That's not true. Every vote matters this time. And as of October 19th, if you haven't taken action, you will not be able to vote on November 3rd. We know that with everything going on in the world and with the Postal Service slowing down, this might be the first time in history where we're not going to know that night who won, because they're going to have a lot of votes to count, because we're going to show up and show out. We are going to vote. As a matter of fact, 7 states have already started people to start doing their mail-in voting. I even heard that one state is allowing people outside of the country to do virtual online voting right now. So things are happening. Please, please, please vote, vote, vote. And always remember, hashtag 2020. Vote 2020.
And yes, and Gloria was telling me she has a friend registered in Saratoga, and she lives in Italy now, and she got an email saying that she can vote.
Yeah. So they're you know, government, at least here in California, we've been doing absentee ballots for years, you know, and a lot of our senior citizens, because they're not able to travel, they have been giving them the ability to do this for a long, long time. So do not let people mess with your mind and think, oh, this is so difficult. How could they ever do it? No, it's not. It's not. It is very, very simple. You fill out your ballot, and here in California, even if you do a mail-in and they mail it to your house, you can fill it out. You can put it in the mail. You can take it to a county office, county city hall, and drop it off. There are states that are starting to put these boxes. They're getting ready for this, so that once you get your ballots, you can fill them out and drop them off into these secure boxes. So let your voice be heard. Vote, vote, vote.
Yes, yes, vote. Hashtag vote 2020. And this year, I'm going to be volunteering to work at the voting centers. I'm so excited.
Yay!
I'm going to be helping out this year because we need it. We need it this year.
And she's going to be working on voting day, like 14 hours. She's going to be working. So let's show our support of our workers, because a lot of the previous workers were retirees and senior citizens. And because COVID is such a high risk for them, they're asking for young people like my girl Rosetta to show up and to help. So thank you very much for being there and for helping.
Yeah, I'm excited. Excited.
Yes. Well, as always, thank you very much for joining us today. It has been a pleasure to share our thoughts and our prayers and our hope for the world with you all.
Yep, thank you so much. And we always appreciate you tuning in, which is why we'd love it if you could subscribe to our channel. You people watching, you can subscribe to our channel. We would love it, because that's what gets our spirits up and inspires us to do more of these chats every week for you. So if you're watching, please hit that thumb button, the thumbs, what is it? Icon. That's what it's called. Icon.
Yeah, the thumbs up.
Thumbs up icon. Thumbs up. There it is. Thumbs up icon. Subscribe below and hit the bell notification. And don't forget, if any of you are watching and you'd like to give feedback on what we discussed, it's okay to do so.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And because we are Silicon Valley Girls Chat over tea, we love our teas, right?
Yes, we
So
do.
anyone watching makes teas, know someone that makes teas, and you want us to try some of your teas, we would love to. We would love to actually share some of it in our future chats.
Yes.
So again, Gloria and I really thank you so much for tuning in every week and being loyal viewers of ours. Yep.
Yes.
And remember to always keep smiling. Take care, stay safe, and be positive. Bye, everyone.
Yes. Until next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.